Okay, repairing broken relationships among family members, whether it's parents and children or other individuals, conflict between loved ones can be very difficult to mend, but we do have some help. Joining me right now with some very great advice on mending relationships. This is Andrea Arlington, a life coach specializing in family recovery. Andrea, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I know you do a lot of good work helping families out, and there are a lot of families that really need this kind of support.
Absolutely. Today in our world, we're not making connection as big of a priority as we need to. And we're wired for connection. It helps us with self-esteem, self-worth.
Yes.
And yet, because we're so busy and when we're at home, we're often exhausted and the TV's on, there's that lack of connection. So we're all struggling for that. And
I know.
we need that for healthy families.
Well, you have a formula. You have a way of helping out. We're going to run down them, okay? For example, it's very important, you say, to have these affirming and supportive statements to make, right?
Absolutely. Every time you see your loved one, do what you can to make a connecting statement, such as, I'm so happy to see you this morning. I'm so glad to get your text message or hear your voice, because honestly, that kind of rapport building is critical for us to have connection, and it makes us feel good inside.
It does. It sets the tone for all of that. But I also like what you say about making an appointment. With all these busy schedules going on, set some time aside.
Absolutely. Making an appointment is very respectful, and it helps prepare people, especially when we're having difficult conversations, to feel like you're coming to the table warm and prepared and calm, and you're not going to set somebody into a defensive state of being if you made that appointment.
Yeah, and deal with the facts, get that information out. You also talk about labeling your feelings.
Right. Well, one of the things that helps us connect is being honest about the way we're feeling.
Yeah.
And to do it in a positive, solution-focused way, so that we're not blaming people for our feelings. We're taking responsibility for our feelings.
Isn't that important, though, when you talk about taking responsibility, when you admit to someone that you're responsible for something and you're there to say, I'm going to take, full blame or whatever it is for this, and that's why I want to help you.
Absolutely. It helps break down those walls that are like polarizing with each other when we are willing to take our responsibility. Yeah.
Bottom line here, I think, when what you're saying is really being truthful.
Yes.
Being open and being honest about this, right?
Being vulnerable, being willing to be vulnerable in a way that lets other people be safe with you and be vulnerable themselves. That's how we create connection with each other.
Okay, top 3 things for us to remember, Andrea.
Affirm your loved one, make an appointment, and be solution focused. That's how you connect, and that's so important for our loved ones, for our families.
This is what we all need, and I always say that, the most important thing is to let people know that you love them.
Absolutely.
Okay, Andrea Arlington, thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay,
keep up that great work.
All right.
All right, Mike.